Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show on this Friday, the 8th of January, 2020. I'm glad to have you guys here. Now, if you guys were in a time machine, you know, and you were moved from, say that you're just pop from 1 year, this whole year has been gone, so you can be led into the situation to understand what's actually transpired in the last year. Just pretend, use your imaginations. Pretend you're back a year ago before any of this stuff happened, and all of a sudden you're transported in a time machine to the day, and you're looking at the headlines. They're coming out of the press and everything. Take a look at some of these headlines. Let's go to Google News and let's start the charts right here. Uh, Now, first off, I don't think that Trump had been impeached the first time even. But Pelosi now is calling for Trump to be removed using the 25th Amendment. U.S. Capitol Police Chief resigns amidst calls for accountability after insurrection. Say you're reading these headlines, and you also read that the White House itself have been uh, ransacked. You'd be stunned. White House ransacked? Are you kidding me? Yeah, and looted, ransacked and looted and smashed. You'd be just like, come on, get real. And then they say, well, you know what else has happened? And you're like a person that doesn't know any of this news. You're hearing it for the first time. And they say, there's hundreds of thousands of people dead from a virus in the United States that's ravaging and it's still not gone. And you'd be like shocked. Your mouth would fall open if you heard all this for the first time. This is all stuff that's happened in the last year. And this virus, an awful lot of people probably have it, don't even know they have it. It's coursing around in their veins, and they don't even know they have the darn thing. So my question is, if it's affecting every organ in the human body, could it be affecting their brains? Maybe they can't really think with their full faculties. Maybe their mind is like under some sort of a daze by all the events that's happened and having the virus in their system. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm thinking effectively. My brain is working okay, and what I'm thinking to myself is this virus. I hear the news. Hey, it's got new strains and everything, and these new strains are 70% more contagious. We don't want everybody on Earth to have this virus, especially maybe if it's affecting their brain somehow, and so we need science. We do. We need science. Pfizer, says here that the vaccine is effective against the new COVID strains. These new COVID strains that would this virus intends to become endemic within the population. Now, you guys don't know what that means. It means that with these new strains, that's what's in its intention is to slowly wipe out civilization as we know it to the point where, heck, you can't survive because you can't get food in the end. Because this virus will just keep going, coming wave after wave after wave. But we have this new vaccine here. It's very effective against the new COVID strain. So maybe we can get this thing under control and get some form of a life back where we have some form of normalcy in our life. Thanks to modern science. I mean, how many of you guys out there, if you got bit by a rabid raccoon or something, wouldn't want to go get the shot? It's just crazy talk. It's lunacy to consider that we got a virus within the population now that intends one thing only: to become endemic in the population and to take us out. We got to get rid of it. We got to get rid of it. There's no two ways about it. We got to get rid of this thing. Let's take a look now. What's happening with silver? Silver's going straight down today. And for the most part, the silver price is controlled by these manipulators and riggers, and they're working with paper silver, just paper silver, and they're just trading paper silver. It's got nothing to do with the real. So it's a paper market. This whole thing's a paper market. I know that the underlying physical product is not paper, but this is a paper market. This is a paper, and so is gold. And so we're seeing the price falling on these today. They can manipulate the price, but I'm going to tell you, they can sell these paper short contracts and manipulate the price, but they can't do that with crypto because the paper short contract in crypto is your real cryptocurrency, and you got to sell it. And boy, gosh, people are hesitant to do that because crypto, well, the price has just been soaring over the past number of months. Look at the price; it's went up by nearly $100 billion overnight. It's cracked $1 billion. 1,096,000,000,096 now market cap of the crypto industry. Took it like 10 years to crack that first trillion. It looks like it's 1/10 of the way through the next trillion already, just overnight. It's on a move. It's on a tear. Let me refresh the page. Bitcoin price of 41,337. Can you believe that? I'm looking at my Litecoins here. One of my favorite coins, $178. I could see Litecoin going to 500 in my mind, pretty easy. From here, I mean, the more they print, the more these guys in Washington run the printing press. And I told you, they're going to run a rotary press now once they get in. They're going to try to solve problems by printing a lot of money. It's just all going to go into cryptos. Every ounce of it that can go into cryptos. And that's going to drain all the money out again. Then they'll have to print more. And they have to print more, it'll go into cryptos. And then they drain the money out, and then they have to print more, and it goes into cryptos. And where's this all going in the end is we got a deflationary currency here. It acts like a black hole for money. That's what a deflationary currency does. It's a black hole for money. I'm just going to say one thing. I'm going to go back to talking about. Oh, never mind. It's just a horrible situation. The fact that what's transpired, I mean, if we just open our eyes and realize what's transpiring right now, and what we have to do to get out of this situation, But I was yesterday. I did a show, and I was saying about I was hopeful for the future. Some I mean, some of my viewers said, "Well, gee, Glenn, is this really over?" I mean, it could. This is maybe not really over. Maybe they're right. Maybe this is not really over. But I'm hoping it's over. I hope we don't do anything crazy more. This is enough. Enough's enough. Start walking in a straight line and start getting things done. Let's start moving toward normal society again, rather than going deeper into craziness. Enough craziness. We've had enough of it. Okay. That being said, gold's going straight down. That's craziness too. More craziness. But, oh, crying out loud, $53 has dropped off the gold price. For you gold guys out there, I'm thinking to myself, hey, this might be a place to jump in. Okay, Dow Jones today. More craziness. It's up 31,052 for Dow. Let's take a look at crude oil today. Crude oil's going up to 51.69. The gas at the pumps is going to start to get more expensive again if this keeps up. Move index today. Move index is up a little bit, just fractional. It's 45.20. The mark we need to watch for is 75 on the move index. Anything over 75, the credit markets are becoming unstable. Simple as that. The bonds, though, the bonds are moving up. We're looking at a U.S. 10-year of 1.09, and we're looking at a U.S. 30-year of 1.86. And the whole long end of the yield curve's moving up. Even the 1 month is moving up. I'm going to tell you guys what. They're going to have to do something about this. This will crack the system. And they will. They'll do something. They're going to do something real soon. They're probably in the works right now. It's just that there's so much confusion in Washington. Well, the White House is trashed. Of course that's going to cause confusion. That they can't get their heads around what they should need to do. I mean, this is a big problem. The fact that this confusion, when you create confusion like that. The government can't function properly and everything because they're a little bit confused because they just had their house trashed. Well, you'd be confused too, if you lived in a house and you come home and everything was trashed. Okay, so it takes a little bit of time for them to respond. They got big problems here that could crack the system open. There's a law in this universe called the butterfly effect, where one little action can have a refounding reaction further out. It moves outwards from the center, and it's like ripples on the water. If you drop a stone into the water and the ripples all run out. Anyway, let's take a look at the U.S. dollar index today, 89.81. And I take a look at that because my chart's going to end in 3, 2, 1, 0. I get the free version here, and it only runs for 10 minutes on this computer because my computer broke. Yeah. I'm working on an old Pentium right now. And for an old Pentium, this thing is doing really good, for an old Pentium computer. But right now, times are tight. And everything's in the computer parts is sold out anyway. I go to Newegg and it's all stripped clean. They've bought everything, In China over there, they're making new stuff and they're pumping it out there like crazy and big smiles on their faces. They got no virus in the country, and Russia's doing pretty good too, and they're looking over here at America, and they have this trade war going on with us. Well, we're losing the trade war. We're losing everything. We're even losing our heads. We're not even keeping our sense, We got to get on to ourselves. We got to sit back, take a few deep breaths, and say, okay, we got to get rid of this stupid virus. And then we got to start coming together. United we stand, divided we fall. And we got to use a common sense and start to calm down and relax and start to move toward getting out of this. Basically, we are sinking in quicksand and we don't even realize it. We got to get out of this quicksand and we got to start behaving ourselves. And you got to sit back and think, hey, is this virus affecting people's brains? I just wonder about that. I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying that craziness is starting to reign a bit supreme. And it's time we took a deep breath and get rid of this craziness and start to act like sensible, calm, rational individuals. Thank you guys for listening. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next show. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Bye-bye, guys.